In this video, we will be dividing this polynomial by this binomial. Since there's a 3 in front here as my leading coefficient, I am not going to use synthetic division. I'd have a bunch of fractions and things. Instead, I'm going to use long division for this problem. Notice there is a missing term. It goes 4, 3, and then it skips to 1. So that means I'm going to have a 0 term in here. So I'm going to add in the term 0v squared in between these two. Okay, so you'll see that when I set up my division problem, which will go like this. I'll have 3v minus 4 out front. Okay, and then now I have 3v to the 4th power minus 4v to the 3rd power. And now here comes my 0 term, which I'll put in a different color. So let's see, plus 0v squared. Don't want to leave out the squared term. Alright, plus 3v plus 4. Okay. So what you do is, when you're doing long division, you start off by looking at the first two terms. And you ask yourself, 3v times what will give you 3v to the 4th power? Obviously, 3 times 1 is 3. So let's just look at the v's. V times v to the 3rd power will give me v to the 4th power. So I'm just going to put my v to the 3rd power right here. I'm lining it up with the v to the 3rd power in the problem. Okay, so I won't need this yellow anymore. Oh no. Just hoping to just make the yellow go away. Once you have this answer, go ahead and do the distributive property with it. So v to the 3rd power times 3v, of course, is going to give me 3v to the 4th power as I wanted. Now, v to the 3rd power times negative 4 is going to give me negative 4v to the 3rd power. Interesting. That usually doesn't match, but this time it did. That makes this problem very strange. Alright, once you do the distributive property and write that result down, it's time to subtract this. And we subtract simply by changing the signs and combining like terms. But in this case, not only do these cancel out, as they always do, but these cancel out as well. So now I'm going to bring down the rest of this. Now normally I'd bring down all 3 of these terms, but this term right here is just a 0 term, so there's no point in bringing it down. So I'm going to just skip over to the rest of the blue part here, and I'll bring down 3v plus 4. Okay, so once again I will turn my attention to this and this. And I'm asking myself, 3v times what will give me 3v? Well, that is 1. 3v times 1 is 3v. And 1 is a constant, so I'm going to line it up with the constant. So I'll put my 1 right here. Okay, and once you have that 1, then you do the distributive property with it. Okay, so 1 times 3v minus 4 will just be 3v minus 4. Okay, after you do the distributive property and write it down, you always subtract by changing the signs. Okay, now these are going to cancel out. Now these won't cancel out. They were opposites, but now that I changed the sign, that makes this 8. Okay, so that means 8 is the remainder, because I'm already at the constant here. So with the remainder, you make a fraction out of it. So I will go 8 over 3v minus 4. Oops. Okay, so our answer is here on the top. V to the third power plus 1 plus 8 over 3v minus 4. Alright, my eyes jump down and I see the 8 over 3v minus 4, and then there's the v to the third power plus 1. So our answer is D.